What's up everybody? Welcome back to Brick and Mirror Beauty's video blog. Today I want to talk about timing. A lot of times clients are they're booking appointments and they're in a rush, or unfortunately they don't realize how long certain processes take. Okay, so a haircut obviously is pretty cut and dry, no pun intended. The average haircut's about 45 minutes, sometimes an hour. Okay, usually if you're not getting a blow dry, you can be in and out of the salon within a half hour, but most salons, most of your upscale salons will dry you because you really can't tell how a haircut looks unless you blow it dry and go through it and check all your sections and make sure the cut's laying right. So for a haircut, I would suggest allowing yourself about an hour. Okay, you're gonna get shampooed, you're gonna get cut, you're gonna get blown dry, and just double check. So give or take about 10 to 15 minutes, it's gonna be about an hour for that service. Now for a single process. Okay, single process is just one color. Usually you do your roots. If you pull it through, it's still considered a single process, but just pulling the color through. It's anywhere from 15 minutes to a half hour to apply that, you know, on the average head of hair. And then you need the process. So the color has to process for approximately 30 to 35 minutes, okay? Whether you're going lighter or darker depends on how long you're gonna process for. So if you're gonna go darker, almost like a toner or just deepen your color, you could probably get away with 25 minutes of processing time. But ideally for the color to do its thing, it's about a half hour. If you're lifting, going lighter, I would give yourself about 45 minutes of processing time. So if it's 15 minutes to apply and then 45 minutes to process, then you're looking at an hour, okay? Now if you're doing highlights, and this is where it gets kind of tricky. So if you're really dark and you want to go really blonde, right, you're gonna more than likely be in the salon all day, if you can even achieve the desired color result in one day. A lot of times clients come to the salon and they have expectations of being really blonde in that one session. Unfortunately, it's a process. So Khloe Kardashian, for instance, okay, I'm just as an example, you see a lot of pictures of her with that white blonde hair. You don't see her transformation every time you look at her picture. If you look at a picture of her back in 2014, she had some brassy orange tones in there, and then the progression of her hair color throughout the couple years has got her to that white blonde color. Okay, it's not a one-day color service. If you're, you know, a medium brown to a dark blonde, you'll get pretty blonde in one session. But if you've been coloring your hair dark, level 1 or 2, that's like that blue, black, or black color, don't expect to be blonde in one day. Expect it to take about a year to a year and a half to get a really pretty desired blonde with your hair. Now, so for highlighting, okay, I know I ranted a little bit. A typical foil application is about an hour long to apply. And if you have to process anywhere from 30 to 50 minutes for that, you're looking at, you know, an hour application plus a half hour to 50 minutes processing time. That's just 2 hours right there. Now you gotta wash your hair. If you're gonna tone it, you're either gonna tone it wet or dry. If you have to tone it dry, that's another 15 or 10 minutes to dry your hair to apply the toner. If you're getting a blow dryer haircut, now add the extra hour onto that as well. So you're looking at about 3 hours for a full highlight and haircut application. That's not a lunchtime service, okay? If you're doing a partial foil, you know, about a half hour to 45 minutes to apply the highlights. Processing time about a half hour, 45 minutes. You shampoo the foils out, you tone the hair, you go back to the stylist's chair, they cut and blow you dry. So again, that's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Balayage is the same thing as foil, so the processing time is gonna be the same as highlights, if not a little bit longer. See, when you have foils, the hair is wrapped up in that foil and it's being incubated, so there's heat. Okay, the heat from your head is causing the blonde highlights to process faster. When you don't have your hair wrapped in a foil, okay, it takes a little bit longer. So when you're getting a hair painting or a balayage, add on like an extra 15, 20 minutes to your processing time. The application time may be a little bit quicker, but not always, so that's where you'll save time. So for a full highlight or a full balayage, it's gonna be about 3 hours, okay, for your color service and your haircut. I hope that kind of cleared up some questions you might have about how long it's gonna take to get your services done in the salon. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment box below. And then we'll be back next week with a new video.